Hey guys, welcome to the channel. If you have a Jeep Gladiator or a Jeep Wrangler, you know the JLs. My JK was the same way. The stock headlights, if you have the halogens like I do, are just terrible. Real yellow. What I'm going to do is show you a good way to upgrade. This is your halogen that comes factory, one of the halogen bulbs. I actually already replaced one, but I'm going to show you how to replace the other so you can see how to do it. And then this is a SuperNova LED V4. This thing here ought to make a huge difference. Not be so yellow, be a lot wider light and a lot brighter light. So we're going to install these in the headlights. I'm also going to do separate videos of installing SuperNova LEDs in the fog lights, in the tail lights, and a lot of the other lights. Replace the factory halogen, the incandescents, with SuperNova LEDs. So we're going to do the SuperNova V4 LED. Take out these. It's real simple to do. I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so the first thing you want to do, I've seen people take and remove this air box so they can get to the back of this LED here. And if you're lucky, you can cram your hand down in here, and it's extremely hard to do, and take that bulb out there. But that is actually silly to do, because this grill on the Jeep Wrangler JL and the JT Gladiator is so easy to remove. It's just silly not to do that. I'll show you how to do it. There's actually just clips right across here, these little push pins. We just pop these loose. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One over here makes 6. We pop them out. The grill just snaps in on the bottom and in the mid, a couple times in the mid section here, and just comes right out. Then just unbolt the headlight pod, take it out, change the LED. It's a lot simpler and less chance of you breaking something and messing something up. So let's go ahead and pop these out, take the grill out. These here are actually extremely easy to take out. You can see there's a notch on either side of it, and all you do is pull the pin. You can pull the pin up. I go ahead and just pull the pin out, makes it easier. And then pull out this insert right here and lay this aside, and we'll take all 6 of them out the same way. That's all 6 of them. Now this grill, if you just pull out on right here and on the other side, get a pop loose in the middle right here, pop loose in the middle right there, and then what I do is just pull the grill out like this, reach down in here, and you can just pop this bottom part right out and just snap in. It's just that easy to take out. You can see the clips here on this. These are the clips that are up a little bit higher. Then you got this row of clips along the bottom, and just push them, they pop right out. They just pop right into some holes right along here and then here on each side. Okay, here you can see the difference. This is an LED installed, one of the SuperNova V4s. This is the stock halogen. Real yellow, not near as bright as this one. In the dark, there's a huge difference, but we're going to go ahead and replace this one here. Then we'll take it out and show you the nighttime video, and I also show the halogens on a nighttime video. Okay, these are extremely easy to remove. You got a 10mm here, here, and here, and it takes this whole bucket out. You can use a ratchet, whatever. I'm going to use the DeWalt and buzz them out of here. I'll just set them up here so I don't lose them. And that's all there is to it. Comes right out. And what we're going to do is unplug this right here. There's a push lever right here. Push this and unplug it. Okay, I set a cloth under here so I'm not scratching up the lens on my headlights. You don't want to scratch that up, so set it on something soft so you don't do that. Then all you do is remove this cover. Give it a turn. That comes out like that. Has a rubber O-ring to seal. And then you got to remove this clip here. You raise this up like so, and then there's another push peg here. You push in on it, unplugs that real easy. The headlight itself, the bulb will just turn a quarter, come right out just like that. Also, you want to remove this gasket that actually goes on the headlight. Make sure you have one on there, but the SuperNova LEDs already have a gasket on it, so I'll stick that one right back in there. Okay, as you can see on the SuperNova LED, This is white, of course, but it is still the same type connector. And on the back here we have the heat sink right here and the cooling fan. That cooling fan runs all the time while the headlights are on. This here is a anti-flicker module, keeps the flicker and the noise out. Here we got the plug, which actually plugs right into this. Very simple. The way this thing is made, there's 2 small notches, 1 wide notch. And the way we put it in is the wide notch. You can see the 2 small ones in here. There's 2 small ones here and a wide one here. So that's the way we want to stick it in. And that way it'll be oriented correctly when we put it in. Give it a twist like that, it's in. Now, the thing is, you got to install this with this stuff down inside here to keep it out of the way. So we want to push this down inside the headlight around the housing. There's plenty of room down inside here to do that. And then we will plug this in, just like we unplugged the old one. Once it's all the way in, we can push this clip shut. Like so. Now we're locked on, it won't come off. So we'll take this, and it'll go down inside here also. There's room to fit it. As soon as I get it around in the right position where I want it. Like this. Bring this around because this is actually bigger on this side than it is from here to here. There's more room. We'll go down in here like this. Now we don't want anything to hit this fan right here, so it don't interfere with the fan running. Then we'll take our little cover, twist it back on just like that. Now we're ready to install this bucket back in. Okay, so now we want to plug back in, make sure we align it correctly. Plug it back in. We'll set our bucket back in place where it goes. Lines up on a peg right there. You don't want to over tighten these and bust this plastic either, so be careful with that. Just like that. Alright, now we're going to install our grill backs the opposite way of the way we took it off. So we just line these up from the bottom right here. Once you get them lined up, you just pop in. Like so. And then your side ones will snap in. We'll put our push pegs in the top. Okay, here's my factory headlights, the halogen bulbs. We can compare these to the LED. Okay, yes, they are a lot brighter. That's on low beam right there, and there is high beam, so quite a bit brighter. Okay, here is the factory halogen bulbs, and that's on low beam. There's high beam right there. So we'll compare the difference between that and the LEDs. Okay, here we are shining on the dirt pile, which is a huge improvement over the stock ones. A lot wider, looks a lot brighter. That's on low beam, of course, and there's high beam, so significantly brighter. Okay, here we'll make a little bit of a video going down the road. This is the factory halogen. Now I'll put them on high beams. Right here is high beam. See, it lights up the signs a little better. So on low beam, it's definitely a big difference as far as it's a lot whiter light instead of being so yellow like the others. Now we'll switch to high beam. Definitely a big difference on high beam. So yeah, they're definitely a big improvement over the stock headlights. The whiter light, and they seem to be a lot brighter, shining out even out into the sides of the road. So they look pretty good. Okay guys, that's how simple it is to install these LEDs, these SuperNova V4 LEDs. Extremely easy to do, and it'd save you a lot of money over having to buy the factory. If you want to buy the OEM, like $800 for that set of LEDs. These are just a little over $100 for that set. Well worth the money on the upgrade to get some LEDs in your Jeep and keep your factory lights in there. So thank you all for watching Woodzman Adventures. I'll put a link below to SuperNova LEDs so you can check them out. This is going to save you a lot of money over buying other LEDs. This is about the best and the cheapest way to go to get a good set. Thank you all for watching. Click thumbs up, subscribe, catch you on the next one. Right on.